Believe it or not, the stuff we heard about Modern Warfare 2 may have not been true. Leading up to release, Modern Warfare 2 was touted as a 2-year game, with this massive expansion pack rumored to be in development at Sledgehammer Games for 2023. But according to a number of very trusted industry insiders, this may not be the case anymore for a number of reasons. Instead, it seems Activision is gearing up to release a full-fledged Call of Duty game in 2023, and there's a lot of reasons this could actually be happening. Some people have blamed the falling Modern Warfare 2 player counts. Others have blamed Microsoft's acquisition of publisher Activision. But in this video, we are going to go over all the leaks and everything we know about 2023. The stuff we know with absolute certainty, the stuff that is leaked and rumored, and anything else that's out there. Now, before we go forward, let me point out, this information is backed up by extremely trusted sources like Tom Henderson, Jason Schreier, but none of it is 100% confirmed. So take it with your grain of salt like always, because COD projects have been known to drastically change course during production. Let me know what you think about COD 2023 in the comments below. Welcome to the page, everybody. Chaos here, and let's start off with Sledgehammer. It's developed by Sledgehammer. Yeah, we are just about certain that Sledgehammer is going to be handling whatever this secret project is, which may come as a bit of a shock to the community since Sledge was behind COD Vanguard, and that game is less than 2 years old. Now, a while back, Activision announced they were doing away with the yearly release schedule and giving developers more time with their projects, but, I mean, if these leaks end up being true, it seems that 3-year cycle is already gone or broken. Now, I do need to point out that the classic COD games like the original Modern Warfare trilogy and the first couple Black Ops games were developed in less than 2 years each, but that was also when game development was much simpler and a Call of Duty game was less expensive as a brand. So if Sledgehammer truly is behind COD 2023, they will have had less than 2 years to finish the project, and that's also not even mentioning the resources that they put into Vanguard post-launch, meaning COD 2023 will have only been their primary focus for roughly a year by the time it gets out. I'll let you guys take that as you will. Before we move on, guys, if you guys are interested in seeing some Let's Play videos from me, the Chaos Plays On channel is back. We're doing Dead Space the Remake, Gotham Knights. We just started Far Cry 3. I'll put a link in the description if you guys want to head over there and check it out. At number 8, it started as DLC. Talking about Sledgehammer's 2023 plans. This upcoming game was reportedly born out of DLC for Modern Warfare 2, like I mentioned earlier. It's believed that Sledgehammer was working on this big paid expansion for Modern Warfare 2, but now that plans have changed and there's supposedly a new game coming, they're allegedly taking that DLC and turning it into something bigger. This means the campaign will likely be longer than whatever the expansion was going to be, and the multiplayer will be separate instead of being an add-on for Modern Warfare 2. Once again, I want to reiterate something else here. It will be a full premium release. Now, there's been a little bit of confusion as to what COD 2023 is actually going to be. If it's a Modern Warfare spinoff, I don't know. After all, if every new COD game is going to tie into Warzone and DMZ going forward, which they should, how would that work if COD 2023 is basically just a Modern Warfare 2 asset flip? Honestly, I don't have any idea how this is going to be handled, but I want to make something very clear for you guys. Call of Duty 2023 is going to be its own standalone game and not an expansion of Modern Warfare 2. It may be a spinoff. It may feature the same characters. It may even feature most of the weapons and customization from Modern Warfare 2, but the game itself will be a standalone release and treated as such. So don't hold on to hope that it's all just a dream, because this is happening. Now, let's talk about past-gen consoles. It will be on them. This part of the leaks is weird. Apparently, COD 2023 will indeed be launching on the PS4 and the Xbox One, which seems a tad weird if Activision and Sledgehammer want the game to be the best it can. The last few COD releases have seriously struggled on the previous generation consoles. Then again, if COD 2023 is basically going to be Modern Warfare 2's asset flip, maybe it makes sense to release it on the 8th gen consoles. Modern Warfare 2 doesn't exactly run amazingly on the PS4 or Xbox One, but it's functional on those platforms. And if Activision wants to maximize player counts, would probably benefit them to make sure the new game drops on the old system as well. I mean, as for COD 2024, I think that would be the year when the 8th generation hardware is permanently left behind. But if you still have an Xbox One or a PS4, you're going to be able to play COD 2023. Only time will tell if it ends up being a good decision for the game's stability and your experience, but we'll see. Next up is the PlayStation Beta. It will be October 6th according to the leaks. This is interesting. Despite Activision being bought up by Microsoft, COD 2023 will still have a PlayStation exclusive multiplayer beta. The PS4 and the PS5 versions of the game will reportedly have their own private beta that starts on October 6th, which is the first Friday of that month. Now, compared to Call of Duty Vanguard, Sledgehammer's last game, it's pretty late into the year. But then again, It seems like development on COD 2023 only recently kicked into high gear, so I guess this time frame would make sense. But if you're not on PlayStation, do not worry, because the crossplay beta is allegedly on October 12th. The leak also states that crossplay beta, which will be open to all platforms, will be on the 12th, which is a Thursday. Now, generally speaking, this is pretty in line with what we've come to expect from Call of Duty. The first beta weekend is just PlayStation. Second weekend is when everybody gets to play together, and that beta is a little bit longer, so the devs can assess all the platforms and make sure everything is working as intended. Now, of course, that's never how things play out, but if you're looking to play the game on the Xbox or the PC as early as possible, it looks like October 12th is your answer. But if the beta is happening in October, when is the game coming out? Well, according to the leaks, November 10th. The second Friday of November is the date currently penciled in for COD 2023's full launch, according to the leaks, which is the second latest release date for an annual COD release of all time, second only to Black Ops Cold War, which dropped on November 13th of 2020. Now again, if the game truly only went into full production in recent months, it makes sense why the release date is so late into the year, but it's still going to be quite the wait for players who want to try it out and actually see if it's worth getting excited for. Granted, I don't think most of the community is very happy about this game existing at all, but I could be wrong. At number 2, campaign drops early November 2nd. So when I said you wouldn't get to play the game until November 10th, I stretched the truth. I actually lied a little bit. Didn't mean to. The campaign is reportedly going to launch on November 2nd over a week in advance, which is something the last few games did. I don't know why. I don't know. I'm wondering if there's some statistic over at Activision that says more people play the campaign if there's no other option, but it does kind of make the full launch of the game seem anticlimactic, since by that point, everybody knows how the story goes and it ends. I don't know. Campaign is going to go live a full 8 days early, according to the leaks, likely to those who pre-order the game. So just keep in mind, if you truly want to play COD 2023 as soon as you can, there you go. Again, not sure why you'd want to do that, but whatever. I'm just relaying facts. And the final thing, it's launching on the 20th anniversary of COD. This is probably the weirdest piece of information to come out of all of this, and I know it wasn't technically part of the leaks, but I want to talk about it with you. 2023 is the 20th anniversary of Call of Duty. Whatever Activision decides to release this year is going to have a pretty huge spotlight on it, because it will be representative of the IP as a whole and how far it's come. Now, originally the plan was just to release a big expansion pack this year, and since that was rumored to be a big legacy map pack, it does make sense for it to be on the 20th anniversary of the franchise. But what about this? What is COD 2023 going to do to make itself worthy of being an anniversary game? Because no matter what it ends up being, it's going to be a pretty big deal. Now, I guess maybe I'm wrong about this, because COD Ghost was released during the 10th anniversary of the franchise and there wasn't much fanfare about it, but the 20th anniversary is different. I'm just hoping things end up being worth the drama. If Sledgehammer pulls through and somehow makes a good game, I'll be happy to eat my words. But until that happens, I'm going to remain extremely skeptical and slightly annoyed, because they told us something different was happening. Let me know what you guys think. That's everything we know right now, and we'll see what happens.